And we are live. It looks like we indeed are live. Always takes me a couple minutes to get onto the right tab. But we are live. Forgive me, sometimes I forget that I'm live on the internet. Just trying to get the analytics up, you know. Just gotta play the game. I want to thank everybody for being here right now. Episode 23. I need to start putting it in the title. Episode 23 of Below the Beanie. The Below the Beanie podcast. And I don't know, look, technically I know it's a little bit weird. I know it's a little bit weird because I don't even know if it's a podcast technically. I don't even know like what that entails, honestly. I don't know if I have to have like a RSS feed or something like that for it to technically be a podcast. But you know what I mean? We all know like at this point, it's just something that we listen to / watch. And those are the kind of podcasts I like. I just want to create something that I feel that I would like if I was a consumer. And I like to watch my podcasts. Even when I'm just listening to them, I like to have the option. So thank you everybody for being here. I want to let you know that tomorrow during the Mexican Fight Companion, I will be streaming on the main channel. I will be streaming on the main channel, the Mexican Fight Companion tomorrow for UFC 271. So I want to let you know to be over there on that one. And I want to thank everybody again for being here, for subscribing. I just hit 4,000 subscribers yesterday. Come on. Don't play. Hey, that's 4,000. Come on. My batteries are falling out. I hit 4,000 subscribers yesterday and it felt good. It felt good. I like hitting those little milestones, you know, so I want to thank all of you for doing it. And to be honest, I am shocked that the videos have been getting the views that they've been getting on this channel. I said it in the other video. I thought they were going to get like 70 views each video. I cannot believe it. Every single video that I've been doing. I know I put a couple videos when I barely made the channel. But since I really started doing it the last week, every video has over 1,000 views. And on the other channel, I will be crying. I will be inconsolable. But on this channel, I'm like, I see it. I'm like, we made it. Like, it's weird kind of starting over. Those little things you appreciate all over again. So I want to thank everybody for subscribing, for liking the videos, for commenting. It really means a lot. And just seeing the growth, it feels really, really good. And I like the opportunity of being able to do like a new thing. Being able to kind of like reinvent stuff and just and not be tied down to one particular thing. So thank you for allowing me to be able to do that. I also want to say, because some people have some questions, and I want to address them at the beginning of the video. One of the ones that comes to my mind right now is the live chat. If you watch this video after the fact, if you're at work when I stream, if you're at school, if you're doing something, you're asleep, you're in Australia right now from the future, whatever, you'll watch this later. So some of you are coming into this way later. Hello. Thank you for being here. If you're coming in way later, there's a good chance that you can't read the live chat right now. I don't know what it is about OBS. So you got Streamlabs OBS, and then you got the old school OG OBS. When I use the old school OBS, which I'm using right now, I notice it takes like a few hours for the chat to show up. I don't know why, but it's gonna be there. So if you're watching this video right now and you're like, man, I wish I could have been there, I want to see the chat, come back later, I guess. I mean, I hate to say it. I'd like you to be able to stick around once you get here, but I don't know why the chat does that. Another thing I noticed, someone pointed out to me, when, let's say I stream right now, right? And then when I'm done, I end the stream. You're not going to be able to see that video live on my homepage or on my videos tab. It might show up in recommended or maybe in your subscriptions, but for some reason, it doesn't show up on my YouTube page. I don't know why. So what I have to keep doing manually every time is making it like the highlight video, like my YouTube trailer. And that's the only way it's visible till hours later when it finally shows up. I don't know. It's glitchy. I just want to let you know those couple things in case you're wondering. It's a little bumpy start in certain areas, but other than that, I'm very glad about the way that things have been going. And I want to get to my first topic right away. I don't want to waste any time here. I already wasted a few minutes at the top letting you know what's up. And while I'm clicking onto my documents right here, I want to let you know. Oh, wait, never mind. It's not time to let you know that. There we go. Look I know I've been talking about it quite a bit over the last year or so, and there was a lot of debate about it, and there was people saying, Dana White spent that good stretch of time trying to get wait a minute. Wax looks like it's canceled. What's Wax? The rapper? No, you say it's canceled. What's Wax then? Hey, Zach, did you have that frosted? What's up, Franz? Yeah, Mesguided. Super Chat it's not enabled yet on here. Thank you for bringing it up. Look this channel is not yet monetized. This is my fun channel. Somebody said it that somebody pointed out. I think I always log in and out of the main channel and the second channel. I think it was on this channel. Someone said like, hey, looks like you're actually having fun on this channel. And I am. This is my fun time. This is my fun zone right here. It's not monetized yet. At some point it will be. I have to get a certain amount I have to get like thousands of hours of watch time first. And we're not there yet. Just like always, if you want to support the channel, you could sign up for the Patreon. You could sign up for my YouTube membership. You could sign up for on the other channel. You could buy merch at my Teespring store. My PayPal's below. I mean, whatever you want. I have it all in the description below. If you want to get a cameo or whatever, there's different ways that you can support the Mexican martial arts because YouTube alone does not cut it, unfortunately. But Super Chat is not enabled yet. If you come up and you win the lottery or something like that, you want to contribute, I got plenty of links down below of different ways that you can support and help me keep going. I appreciate it. But I was talking for quite a while about Khabib and that he's a man of his word and that he's not going to come back. And I was saying how I think it's very disrespectful. All the people, and a lot of them were Khabib fans. They were diehard Khabib fans and they're like, we don't want him to retire. We love him too much. We want him to stay in the game. Don't go, Khabib. There was a lot of people not really appreciating him wanting to retire and his reasons for doing so. They didn't really respect that. They didn't understand it. They didn't care about it. It was a lot of selfishness going on. Oh, come on, fool. You got to get, I'm OCD. You can't go out on 29-0. Oh, I know your mom said that, but what about your dad? You got to think about your dad. Oh, okay. The man said how he felt. The man said how his mom felt. He was trying to do the right thing as a good son. Even when his dad was around, he was saying, it's the mom. It's the mom I listen to. The shot caller right there. And he's just trying to tell people, look, you've been riding with me. You've been supporting with me. I see you with the papacas on. I see you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I got to call it quits now. And people are like, boo. Boo. Now you got to keep fighting. No, don't be like that, Khabib. Don't punk out. You got to keep fighting. Don't tap out, Khabib. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it. I like to watch you fight. I mean, I like to watch him fight too. But we got to respect. He's a human being. That fool's a hybrid. He's a goat and a human being. We got to respect his choices, his life decisions. He's got a life to live. And I would say, stop it. I understand. Either you're a Khabib hater and you want him to come back just because you want Conor to have a second chance. And what does it look like? What does it look like when Poirier gave Conor McGregor a second chance? Poirier gave Conor McGregor a second chance. You know who else gave Conor McGregor a second chance? Nate Diaz. And then the judges gave Conor McGregor a third chance. That's what happened in that rematch. Nate Diaz gave Conor a second chance, and then the judges gave him that third chance. You already know what happens when McGregor gets those extra chances. People cry, no, he has to come back. He's got to come back. McGregor needs that rematch. Oh, he's going to come back. At some point, Tony Ferguson's going to stop getting hurt and doing dumb stuff, and he'll be able to fight him, and then he'll beat him. What happened to Tony Ferguson? The highlight of Tony Ferguson's career was when he was talking about Dana White privilege. The highlight of Tony Ferguson's career is when he came up on that Dana White privilege line. I wonder who he subscribed to. Haven't you seen it? Haven't you seen? Go to YouTube. Go to http:// and type in Tony Ferguson highlights. You can find like the first 8 pages are going to be that fool talking about Dana White privilege. That's the best thing that fool's ever done. That fool spent a good time in his fame living vivaciously through the Grandmaster. I could have sued that fool. Lucky I can't get a lawyer. My public defender's like, hey, we don't do that kind of work. I was like, that's not what I'm paying you for. He's like, you're not paying me for I'm a public defender. And I was like, it's going to be like that. You can't play off a public defender's emotions. They're not manipulatable at a certain point. They're too stoic. You know, they become emotionally unavailable because of the types of fools they deal with. Me being one of them, but I changed my ways. I'm better now. I've been rehabilitated. I'm an active, functioning, productive member of the community, as you see before you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Flavory. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I have to stick to my guns. I'm doing the viewers a disservice if when they come here, I'm not giving them the truth. I'm not going to do you like Jack Nicholson. I think you can handle it, and I think you deserve it. And if you feel like you can't handle it, I'm going to help you get there. There was the haters that wanted Khabib to come back for the wrong reasons. And then there was the fanboys that wanted him to come back because they were going to miss him. Look, fool, I'm going to miss him too. But you got to move on with your life. You got to let that fool go to the next stage. You got to let him ascend. He was the GOAT as a fighter. Now he's going to be then he's a GOAT as a coach. He's a GOAT as a promoter. You trying to keep him as a GOAT fighter will harm his growing into the GOATness of other areas. I don't want him to just be one GOAT. I want to see a whole farm. I want the whole farm. I want to see a bunch of little Khabib GOATs. You just want one? You got to think bigger than that. Shrey Dimri. Shrey Dimri's in the chat. Oh, Cancer. Oh, Cancer. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. What Khabib even do? Why is that fool in the news? Why is he in the title right now? Why are you talking about him? Let me tell you why. Right after I look at why Marilena is texting me right now when I'm streaming. Let me see if it's important. Okay, it's a little bit important. It's a little bit important. Okay. I'm glad you asked, Cancer. Why are you talking about Khabib right now? I know he's the GOAT. I know that he's the best and that people are quickly forgetting. Y'all must have forgot that he's the greatest, not only lightweight of all time, but fighter of all time because of his dominance. Who cares about who he fought in records? And yeah, John Jones was on PEDs during his most significant fights. They don't even count. His last 2 or 3 fights, he didn't even really win. It's not about that right now. The point is, why is Khabib in the title? I'm glad you asked. Because after I spent like a year and a half, I don't know, I don't really have a good grasp on time right now because of the coronavirus and the New World Order and everything like that. It's got a little bit, like the last 2-3 years has been like all like one crazy month. You know, it's been like Groundhog Day. I don't know, it's like hard to put my thumb on. But why am I talking about Khabib right now? Because after I spent a pretty significant time talking about him, saying, look, everybody, you're being disrespectful, lock it up. He's not fighting. He's done fighting. He is a man of his word. He's not going to go out like DC, who I do like. DC is my guy. But he wasn't a man of his word. He said, I'm done at 40. I promise my family. I promise my fans. I promise everybody. And then he went back on his word. Khabib is a man of his word. And I said, you got to believe him. You got to trust in him. You got to respect that. And today, I find out that Khabib's fighting again. Does that answer your question, Cancer? You asked me, why is Khabib even in the title? Why are you talking about he's fighting again? You heard it right here first. Now I know all of a sudden, Chael's gonna be talking about him like, I don't know, tomorrow, the next day, I don't know, maybe Monday afternoon, he's gonna be like, all right, everybody, I just want to let you know that Khabib is gonna fight again, and this video is brought to you. You could make yourself a king. Here's a certificate, and now you're a king. I don't know what that fool's peddling nowadays. All of a sudden, he's getting knighted left and right and stuff like that. I'm breaking it here first. Khabib's fighting again. Let me give you the details right now. I found out Khabib's fighting. I was like, I almost shed a tear. I was like, let me get some context. Because I just told you, I think it was in my stream yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which one it was. I was telling you, I don't know why Google does this sometimes. It brings up like old articles like a year, 2 years later. It's like, here's what happened 2 years ago on this day. And I remember the other day I saw Khabib was fighting. I was like, what? And it turns out it was about his fight with like Gaethje or something like that. I was like, why is this coming up again? What is this, Facebook? Bringing up old stuff? I'm over here trying to forget, Like, don't you know, like, I feel like you could relate. Like, I'm always in that state. I'm always trying to forget, I'm not trying to remember old stuff. I'm trying to get to tomorrow. I'm not trying to relive yesterday. Yesterday when I was young. It's too much heartache. Why am I going to be moving this way if I'm trying to go that way? On that Australian time zone type of thing. I look it up and I'm like, wait a minute. Is this an old article? Is it coming up again? Is this like, what is this? Is it like bloody elbows or what? What is this? Khabib is fighting Max Holloway. What? Oh, it must be that time that they were supposed to fight. It's that time that he was supposed to fight Tony Ferguson. And then Tony Ferguson, he lost the anonymous decision to a microphone cable. And then it was supposed to be Max Holloway. But then that didn't work out because he had a Twitch tournament and he had to pull out. And then it ended up being the real estate guy. I always forget that fool's name. It must be that thing. So I'm going to make sure. I'm going to look. No. Nah. It's not the old one. It says Khabib Nurmagomedov is going to be fighting Max Holloway on February 12th. Oh, 2018? 2000. No. February 12th, 2022. Khabib Nurmagomedov fighting Max Holloway February 12, 2022. And I thought, how can this be? And I scrolled down. And it says they're going to be fighting at, you want to know where they're going to be fighting at? Fight Island, Abu Dhabi, Jacksonville, Houston, nah. Apex, nah. The Metaverse. I'm gonna let you catch up. I'm going to give you a second to catch up. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Max Holloway are going to be fighting February 12, 2022. Where at? Where's the venue? Can I get tickets? In the metaverse. The metaverse. These fools are going to be fighting in Mark Zuckerberg's brain. Oh, it's real, Jane Caulfield. As real as the metaverse could be. As real as the metaverse could be. And I'm trying to figure out, are they, I was stuck there for most of my morning. I had to get through like 2 green teas before I moved on from there. And I'm wondering, before I could even wrap my beanie around that, I'm like, wait a minute, okay. Once I finally accepted that there was a fight, period, then I was like, okay. First of all, what's the metaverse? And I had to watch like 7 different videos on YouTube just to figure out what the metaverse was. And what I learned was, I don't think it's a real thing. I don't think the metaverse actually exists. I think it's one of those things like in concept, it sounds like a good idea. And like a lot of people talk about it and it seems like a thing. But then when you actually try to get into it, it's like, that's not even real. It doesn't even make any sense. It's kind of like Bitcoin or algebra. It's like, oh, that's cute. Everybody's into it. It's like a little culture. Everybody kind of feels like they gotta, like, oh, you're into that too? You know about that? And then when you start like dissecting, it's like, that doesn't even make sense, fool. Like, it's kind of like everyone has a little piece of it. And then when they all come together, they all kind of like, it's all like half truths, you know? It's kind of like, we all like this thing. We all want to be a part of this thing. We like where it's going. But do you really understand it though? Like, nah, me neither. But you kind of get it, like, and it's going somewhere, right? Like, it's, yeah, fool, I like it. And it's like, all right, we're on this boat. I don't think the metaverse is a real thing. I don't know how to get there. I'm gonna tell you. I brought it up a while back. I got a store card at Best Buy. I got an Oculus. I got myself an Oculus. I use it one time because I don't have any time. But how do I get there? How do I get to the metaverse? Give me directions. I got an Oculus. I'm curious. I want to find out how to get to this, but it appears I'm not going to be able to either way, and I'm going to let you know why. My first question, again, once I was able to wrap my head around the fact that they're going to be fighting in the metaverse, then it's like, okay, is it a, okay, I don't even know how to say this. I want to say, is it a real fight? But it can't be a real fight if it's in the metaverse. But my first question was, are they actually going to be fighting, or is it going to be bots? Because I don't know how the metaverse is supposed to work. Is it like The Sims? Is it like you're playing The Sims? Or like Roblox and it's just fake characters that you can manipulate? Because I'm starting, my brain is starting to go a bunch of different directions right now. And I'm like, I'm trying to picture Khabib and Max Holloway squaring up. And they both put on an Oculus. Like, are they both going to be wearing Oculuses and they're going to be holding the things? And they're, you know, like when fools do green screens and they put like the ping pong balls on their body and stuff? Are they going to be fighting like that? And then we put on our Oculus so we could see them there? Or are they going to be fighting like the thrill of the fight game? Like one fool's going to be on this side of the country and the other fool's going to be on that side. And they're fighting each other like on that Creed game or like Thrill of the Fight. And then we're watching that. Or are they actually fighting? No VR, no ping pong balls. They're just going at it. And we get to see it like if we're right there. I don't understand how this comes together. And it's just like I mentioned a couple minutes ago. I don't think they know either. It's not a tangible thing. And then I'm wondering, wait a minute. Khabib is a heavyweight right now. He's a heavyweight. And I know Max Holloway can't be at his actual fighting weight right now because he's not fighting and stuff and he got hurt, even though he pulled out from the fight that he was supposed to do. And now he's saying that he could be a backup for that same fight even though he was hurt. But how interesting now he's available. I don't know. But Khabib is a heavyweight. Khabib is the Burger King right now. He's trying to come up on that trademark. He's the Burger King. How's he going to fight him either way? It has to be a bot. It has to be a Thrill of the Fight style. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. That's like super catch weight, ultimate catch weight. And then I was thinking, if they are bots, if they're not really going to go toe to toe and be there physically fighting, can we already see this fight? If you get on YouTube right now and you type in Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Max Holloway full fight, you might have to put a little more specifically, like if you put in PS4, you could watch them fight right now. People have already made this video. Save your money. Don't buy the Oculus. It's already on YouTube. You could go watch it right now. Gianluca Camieri, the Weasel, was talking about potentially creating an alternative channel for streaming. The Weasel was talking about potentially creating an alternative channel for streaming. I wonder where he got that idea from. All of a sudden. That fool's trying to weasel his way into the stream zone. Oh, man. Hey, thank you for letting me know that. But I'm telling you, it's already there. It's already on YouTube. You can watch that fight right now. You don't have to wait till February 12th. And what I was thinking next was, does Khabib's mom know about this? Does metaverse fighting count? And what is metaverse fighting? Can he get in trouble for it? Can Max Holloway and Khabib get in trouble? Can they be criminally charged for metaverse fighting? Is that not considered cyberbullying? Is metaverse fighting synonymous with cyberbullying? Is it the same thing? Does it matter who starts the fight? Does there have to be waivers? Does it have to... There's too many questions, and none of the articles are giving me a better picture of what's going on here. Does this interfere with Max Holloway's fake injury? Does this interfere with him trying to throw his controller into the ring about that he wants to fight Volkanovski all of a sudden as a backup? If the other injured fool can't... Right now, as of right now, Volkanovski's fighting the injured zombie with the messed up shoulder or the injured backup. Does his fake injury interfere with this match against Khabib? I'm trying to picture it. I don't know if they're going to have headsets on. I don't know if they're going to have ping pongs. I don't know if they're actually going to throw blows, actually be hitting each other. I want to know if they could see me. If they have Oculuses on. If they put VR headsets on those fools and we have our VR headsets on, can they see us? Should I dress up? I can't even remember the last time I washed my beanie, to be honest with you. I think it's the next version of the Oculus that comes out in like December 2023 that you can actually smell through it. But I want to know if I show up. Well, I'm not going to be showing up, and I'll tell you why in a moment. I can't show up, and I'm assuming most of the people can't. I want to know if I was there hypothetically, would they be able to see me? Do I got to clean up my living room? Do I only have to clean up the little area that I shoot with the remote that says that that's my zone? Do I just push everything out of the way? How does that work? Can I hop inside the cage? Hypothetically, I know that it would never happen, but if my homie was in trouble, could I hop inside the cage? Could Khabib hop outside the cage? What if Dylan Dennis buys the event? And Dylan Dennis is right there. He's like, fool, I'll take you any day. You're a punk. He starts talking papas and stuff like that. Can Khabib hop out the cage? I don't know how the structure, understand the infrastructure of the metaverse. Will this affect their fight records? Will this tarnish Wikipedia? I don't know if this is sanctioned. What kind of match is it considered? Is Khabib potentially going to go to 30-0? MMA Digest. MMA Digest, it's a good YouTube channel. If you don't know about it, I'm sure you do know about it if you're here. I heard it on MMA Digest. They said if you want to watch the event, and I don't think that I misunderstood this, they seem to be pretty clear about it. MMA Digest said on their YouTube channel today, if you want to watch the fight in the metaverse, you got to buy an NFT. There's some certain company or something that's putting it on. You got to buy one of their NFTs to be able to watch it. Because I was going to watch it. I was like, I got to find out what's going on. It's Saturday, February 12th, 2022 at 12 p.m. PST. I was like, all right, I got time today. I'll scope it out. And then an MMA Digest, he was like, they say that you got to buy an NFT starting at $4,000. $4,000. $4,000. Now, I don't know how the fake money works. I don't know how Bitcoin works. I don't know if in Bitcoin $4,000 actually means like $28. I don't know if 4,000 Bitcoin dollars equals 12 Shroot bucks. I don't understand the exchange ratios. But from according to my understanding, it was 4,000 actual dollars. And I was wondering the same thing, Cancer. Does this officially count as Khabib selling out? I was thinking no, because I'm sticking to my guns. He's a man of his word. What's up, Ordinary Pete? You down with old Pete? Ordinary Pete? I don't think it does. That's why I'm leaning more toward on the, it's like Thriller the Fight style, where he's not actually fighting and his mom's like, all right, it's cool then, it's good. The most dangerous thing that could happen to him in this fight is that he could get hacked, he could get a virus, and then maybe someone could steal his identity. $4,000. It wouldn't even cost $4,000 for a ticket to see them fight in person. And I'm supposed to buy NFT so I could see him not even in person? I mean, if I bought a ticket, first of all, I wouldn't even go. But if I did buy a ticket to watch them fight in person, I will be in the nosebleeds. And I know the nosebleed ain't gonna be $4,000. I wouldn't even have to pay $4,000 to see him in person. I gotta pay $4,000 to see him in my living room. If they actually came over to the pad and they were fighting in my living room, and I don't even have to put on the Oculus, then maybe I would try to get some homies and split the 4,000 or something like that. I get like, I don't even know. I get like 4,000 homies and we each pay $1. I'll find a lot of fools. I'll make a lot of friends on Facebook or something. NFT. Forget trying to explain the metaverse to me. To anybody. Hey, for anybody that even acting like they understand the metaverse, they're lying. They're like, yeah, fool, I'm at the metaverse right now. Have you ever seen that in real life? It feels gross, like it makes your stomach hurt. The other day, I was at Target, and there was a lady there, and she was on her phone. And she answered, she was talking to someone, and it must have been, I don't know, her boyfriend or husband, whatever. She's like, oh, hi, babe. Oh, hi, what you doing? And I guess he was asking her where she was at or what she was doing or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm still at the DMV. And I was like, dang. I remember I even looked at her. I couldn't help myself. It was like dramatic too. It wasn't like this. I was browsing through the clearance, you know? And it's mayhem, you know, like nothing's the same. Like one thing is a tank top, and the next thing is like corduroy shorts, and the next thing is a pair of overalls, and the next thing is like a blanket. It's like a yard sale. Everything's all over the place. So I'm going through the thing, and I heard her say that, and I'm not talking about I didn't go like this. She said it, and I went. I couldn't help myself because I was like I don't even know that lady, but like I was disappointed with her, you know. I was like, you're gonna do him like that? Like, he just felt dirty having to witness that. And she was like this. She was on her phone. And she saw me do that. She was like, shut up. You're telling me to shut up? Why don't you get your life together, lady? I didn't like that. I wanted to get the phone and be like, you know she's right here at Target? The most weird thing about that though is like, why like being at Target? Why like being at Target? Are you trying to hit up the fool from like the electronics department or what? Like what are you doing at Target that you can't be talking about? Unless maybe she was trying to surprise him. Maybe she was like getting him like the new Fallout game or something. Maybe she was buying him a PS5. It was like a big deal. Then that would be different. That would be different. Maybe I misjudged her. I might have misjudged her. But people that tell you that they understand the metaverse, it's like the same thing as an NFT. People trying to explain an NFT to me. You know what NFT? When I think of NFT, you know what comes to my mind? I got a phrase in my mind. I heard it's non-fungible. First of all, fungible is not even a word. Fungible? Non-fungible token. Okay, cool. I got non and I got token. All I got to do is figure out what fungible means. I know what to do with the other two words. When I think NFT, you know what that means to me? Never forget tangibility. Yeah, that's what means something to me. Tangibility. All right? Y'all must have forgot. You want to be talking about NFTs? Never forget tangibility. If I buy something, I want to be able to take it home with me. You know? I want to be able to put it in my backpack. Put it in my pocket. I want to know what it feels like, what it smells like. And fools are like, no, but you don't understand. It's got like this serial number. So like no one else could say that it's theirs. And like everyone knows that it's yours, bro. Like they can't take it from you, bro. Like that's the way everything's going now. You gotta get in on it before it's too late. It's still the ground floor, bro. And I'm like, no, look. You see this? You see this red crushed pepper? I know that this is mine. Try to take it from me. Try to take it from me. I don't need a serial number. It's mine. I've been eating it. I don't understand. But all of a sudden, I'm supposed to cough up $4,000 to watch some fool's fight that I could watch on YouTube right now. Look it up. Max Holloway versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. They're already fighting in the metaverse right now. They're already fighting for fakes right now on PS4. You could go watch the fight right now. It already exists. Never forget tangibility. And I wouldn't be surprised. You know what would make more sense to me at this point? What would make a lot more sense to me is if Adesanya and Whittaker fought in the metaverse. That will make way more sense right now. Especially after seeing the press conference yesterday. It didn't even feel like a press conference. It felt like a retreat. It felt like a, what do they call it? It felt like a, I don't know. These fools are like, it reminds me of like when Conor McGregor and Cowboy were doing their press conference. Or when, it's always Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor and Poirier did the first press conference. It was weird. That's not what we come to see. And I know that I go on when people are being bad sports and they're talking trash and they're just being like the real kind of cringy, you know? I was going to say not Cejudo cringy, but Cejudo's not on my good side lately. Cejudo's not on my good side lately. I don't understand the weird beef that fool's got with Moreno all of a sudden, but I didn't appreciate it. He came at him in a way that was not necessary. I'll give Covington as a better example. You know how he'll try to act out and stuff like that, but it's just to try to make Usman some money so that he could buy those funky coats and whatnot. But if you ask me, it makes a lot more sense right now for Adesanya and Whittaker to fight in the metaverse because it doesn't even seem like they want to fight in real life. It seems like in real life, the thrill of the fight is not there. I think they need to pursue the thrill of the fight on the Oculus. Those fools just want to be best friends now. It was weird. I was waiting for someone to come back with something. I was like right there with my document open, like, what you gonna give me? What can I talk about? Nothing. Nothing. Derek Lewis was getting more loc with that reporter that he was saying that he was racist, and those fools got with each other the whole press conference. And I felt bad for that fool because he was like stuttering a little bit. You could tell he was nervous. Stupid people in the chat clowning on him. People are dumb, I'm telling you. People are disrespectful. And if you saw the press conference, you know what I'm talking about. There was a very innocent, sincere kind of individual that was just having a little bit of difficulty getting a couple words out. And people were acting dumb in the chat. But they didn't have anything bad to say about each other. They were basically complimenting each other the whole time. Well, he's a good fighter, and I know he's dangerous, and I know he's improved, and I know that I gotta watch out for this. But here's a very interesting thing that I did realize after the fact. I thought about it a little bit more. Adesanya definitely does the best, and we know this. Adesanya definitely does the best when he's in his opponent's head. That's when he thrives, just like Conor McGregor. He's not in Whittaker's head. Adesanya does the best when he gets the fools emotional. The same way that he had Costa. The way that Whittaker was the first time. Whittaker came at Adesanya the first time like Aldo came at McGregor, all emotional, not thinking about the strategy, just going crazy and getting socked up too soon. He did the same thing with Vettori. He did it with everybody in one way or another. Even though he was kind of trying to show respect for Metal here and there, he was still disrespecting, still saying that he was going to retire him, still saying that he was too old, still saying, I don't know why everyone's afraid of him. I'm not afraid of him. He gets in people's heads, and that's what he tries to do. But he's not doing it. He's not doing it this time around. Not with Whittaker. And the fact that he's not able to get into Whittaker's head this time, that is getting into Adesanya's head. Just like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor deals with the same problem. He thrives on getting into fools' heads, and when he's unable to do it, it gets in his head. Just like Joanna Young Jacek. She's the exact same way. She thrives off getting into her opponent's heads, and when it's not working, she's like, what do I do now? I don't understand how to react to this. This isn't going how I thought it would. How come they're not afraid of me? And that's what's happening with Adesanya right now. Whittaker's chilling. He's gaming. Adesanya's out there making the runs, trying to like get his head in the game, trying to figure out. That fool's out there getting manicures left and right, trying to get his anxiety down, trying to comfort himself. Whittaker's chilling with his dad in the hotel room playing Skyrim. Adesanya is basically an NPC at this point, as far as Whittaker's confirmed. He's just a pawn in the game. And that's not going to settle well with Adesanya, and it's not. This is a fool that obviously focuses quite a bit, puts a lot of emphasis and a lot of attention into externals. Externals mean quite a bit to Adesanya. We're talking about the fool with the purple nail polish right now on his little toesies. His French tips on his fingernails. His pearl necklace. Yeah. And that's not all of a sudden. Oh no. Oh no. He was talking about oh man. This is not good right now. There's somebody in my backyard. fixing something. And I hope they don't need my assistance. That's not going to work out. That's not going to work out. This is the first time that this has ever happened when I was doing something like this. I'm going to be frank with you. I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with it right now. But listen, I forgot what I was talking about. He's the one that was talking about his jacket. His jacket with the gold. I forgot what he said. It had like diamonds or gold or something like that. At the press conference, he was bragging about the externals. No, it's not a killer. It's just kind of killing my vibe right now, if you know what I'm saying. This is something that was supposed to happen on Monday. So I'm a little bit frustrated right now. This was supposed to take place on Monday, so you could understand my frustration. Now I feel like I'm not able to do what I need to do because I might be needed for something. But I got lost right now. I have my thing right here, my Mexican John Anik document, and I got lost. One of my other big points was full radio voice. One of my other big points was that Adesanya is very focused on the externals, which is a very bad thing for him right now because externally, Whittaker is showing him something that is gonna be what's the word? Inconducive to what Adesanya is looking for, to what he thrives on, and that's getting in fools' heads and intimidating them. So, what's happening right now? Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I'm telling you, this is gonna drive me crazy. Hold on, let me take a timeout real quick. This is the first time this has ever happened in the history below the Beanie, but how do I do this? Hold on. I am visibly upset right now. I am visibly upset. I don't know if you're driving right now, if you're commuting to your class, if you got your phone in your pocket and you're at work right now. I am visibly upset right now. I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the having been sneaked up on. You know, I didn't expect this. I didn't appreciate this. This was something that was supposed to happen on Monday. I think it's unprofessional. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it. I feel very uncomfortable right now. But I'm gonna get to my last point because I'm gonna have to go pick up the kids right now. I'm gonna get to my last point. Adesanya's very concerned with the externals right now. And one of those externals is that 205 division that fool has his eyes set on. That he's very focused on right now. Not only is he focused on his French fingernail tips, on his manicures, on his jackets, on his exfoliations. He's focused on that 205 division. He can't get past it. It's right there stewing and marinating inside that fool's dome. It's keeping him awake at night. I don't know if you've been seeing the embeddeds. That fool's going to sleep at like 3, 4 in the morning. He can't sleep. He's acting like he's doing it on purpose, trying to keep himself on edge and whatnot. Nah. He's remembering, he's replaying. I mean, I know I'm replaying it. I'm going on that Fight Pass, even though it doesn't work 78% of the time. Even though I'm paying for that subscription, it's a piece of garbage and never wants to work. Every once in a while, it finally plays. And I know I'm replaying that fight. You better believe Adesanya's replaying that fight in his head. He remembers what Blachowicz did to him. And he can't stop thinking about that 205 division. And he's already talking about it. And again, his coach, that's what everybody's doing lately. They're going through that secondary individual. Cain Velasquez is doing it with Javier Mendez. Usman's doing it with Ali Abdelaziz. Adesanya has been doing it through Berriman. He's been going on interview after interview lately speaking for that fool. He's saying more stuff again. They're like, hey, how do you say it? Just because you failed at a goal doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to score another goal, because the soccer game ain't over until like 12 hours, because soccer games take forever just to score like 2 points. I forgot how we quoted it, something like that. But he was basically saying, hey, just because he failed once doesn't mean he's going to fail again. Even though every indication would show that he probably would. But not necessarily is what he said. And he's talking about he's going to get there. He's going to do it again. Adesanya talking the other day, I'm thinking about taking a side mission. I want to move weight classes. He's already thinking about it. He's not respecting Whittaker. He's disrespecting him. He's looking past him. He's underestimating him. And he's saying Whittaker got better. He's trying to give him that. Well, Whittaker got better. I know he improved. But you know what he always caps it with? Well, he always follows up with, but I got better too. I know he got better. I know he improved this. I know he worked on that. But so did I. You know what that means? All the good stuff that he's acknowledging, that he's saying, that he's giving him credit for, he's saying, but, okay, say no more. It's all gone. All the stuff that you're trying to give him credit for and acknowledge and pretend that you feel about, you're eliminating all of that when you say, but, it's gone. But I got better too. Oh, so you're telling me it doesn't matter the improvements that he made or anything that he did. You're underestimating him and taking all that knowledge for granted because you think you're just going to beat him again. Okay, I got you. And that's why you're already looking to the 205 division and that you think you're going to have a better chance at that next time. Who are you going to beat, fool? Who are you going to beat? You're going to beat Prochazka? You're going to beat Prochazka. He's going to do you like he does those trees, fool. Prochazka? You're going to beat Glover? Who do you think you are, Rumble? Fool's delusional. Delusional. Even if he got both of his chesticles to be just as big and he put on that 205, even if he somehow extended his frame and he was, sometimes I like to know what other people are saying. And I heard Chael all of a sudden talking about that fool's frame and that he can't even be a 205er. He's never going to make it there. Not the right way. You could grow your hair out. You could grow the chest out. You could try to, there's nothing else that he could do. Where's he going to put the weight on? I've never seen a fool so narrow. I've never seen a fool so narrow. Even that fool's got a narrower frame than the bantamweights. Adesanya's built like Jack the Pumpkin King. I don't know what he's thinking. Adesanya's doing all he can to avoid Usman. He can't go up. Doesn't look like he could go down either because he's already so skinny, but he's definitely not going up. I don't know. He's missing his opportunity to just stay cemented and do the best he can and put in work as the As I don't know, it pains me to say, it makes me feel kind of sick. But as potentially the greatest middleweight of all time, he's trying to play too much. He's wasting the opportunity to do his thing where he's at, just like Dana White. Dana White disappointed me so much yesterday. Hey, Dana White, look, I'm not mad, but I am disappointed. Dana White disappointed me so much yesterday at the press conference. Do you know what I'm talking about? I want you to put it in the chat right now because I want it to be known. If and when Dana White sees this, because it is the #1 MMA podcast on YouTube, Below the Beanie Going Strong, episode 23. Do you know why? Let me know in the chat. Dana White was very disappointing yesterday. Where did he drop the ball during the press conference? What did he fail at? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, shopping cart hair. Shopping cart chair. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Rasta Rocket. There you go. Check your PayPal GM. PayPal. I don't even think I had to go through my email, I guess. Hey, Franco! Hey, thank you for the donation on PayPal, Franco. Thank you. He says you're a legend, Grandmaster. Greetings from Franco from Croatia. I'm Franz in the chat. Hey, are you a Stipe Muchacho fan? Hey, I appreciate that, Franco. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. See, the window right there in the press conference, Dana seemed like a good dude. There was a window right there. Like, if you just start it and end it at the right time, it's like, oh, hey, that fool's cool. And I was on the edge of my seat. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm not even kidding, because I knew I was going to talk about this. And I don't want to be a liar because you come here for the truth. I literally went like this when I thought he was going to do it. And you know how uncomfortable this is? He said that he was going to do a shooey. I don't know if he promised it. I don't want to speak, because you could go back and watch it and I might be wrong. But they were like, are you going to do a shooey? And Tai Tuivasa, I don't even know what he had. Does anybody know what that was? I don't know if he came out with his own line of shoes specifically made for shooeys or what. But they were all like in a Ziploc bag or something, like if they were clean. They seemed like they were brand new, like he came out with his own thing, like his own product. And he gave everybody one, and Dana White was like, all right, someone bring me something to drink. And then he started getting it all set up, and it was like, oh, he's going to do it. The crowd was going, wow. He's like, you want me to do it right now? Everyone started cheering, and he had just been talking about how much he loves Houston. He stands by Houston. He appreciates Houston. And everybody was like, yeah, like, let's go. And I never seen Dana like that before. I never seen him with that, like, that glimmer on his face. It was like, he's actually gonna do it. He's actually like one of the boys, you know. He's been hanging around those Nauk boys. And he was actually gonna go for the full send, you know. And then like it kind of died down. It's like, okay, they're taking forever to bring him something to drink. What's going on? And then one of the guys was like, hey, Dana, you look a little bit parched. You think maybe you should take that shooey now? Dana, boo. He's like, oh yeah, I can't do Dana's voice. He's like, oh yeah, I had a sore throat the last couple days, cause you know this, and everyone's like, fool, that's not what he's implying. He wants you to do the shooey. And then he's like, so maybe you want to do the shooey, right? And then Dana kind of blew it off after he had basically already implied that he was definitely gonna do it. Got everybody all riled up. That was dirty. It would have been better if he had just not done it at all. That was a tease. It was pathetic. And it's just the same way I feel right now about him not coming back with the diss track. I've been saying it for a couple weeks after Jake Paul released that diss track. You know, it's hard to find anything that Jake Paul says in regards to the UFC or Dana White that's wrong. It's hard to find anything that whether you like him or not, it's hard to find anything that he says about it that's incorrect. But then he came out with the diss track and it was like, all right, it's a little bit cringy. because it was not like self-aware, you know, because he wasn't coming at it like a comedian or like a goofy kind of thing. It seemed like he was really going at Dana White, and it just seemed like cringy. And I thought, you know, what would be hilarious if Dana White came back with a diss track. No one would ever expect anything like that. Dana White just willing to risk it all, be like a silly dude, and do something like that. Just let it all hang out, you know, just have a good time. People would get on that ship with the quickness. They would jump on that bull ride. It would be hilarious. People would be like, Team Dana right away. Like, doing something like that, the kind of dude that he is and how everyone like perceives him, if he was willing to go all out like that, that would be like, full checkmate. Checkmate. But he's just dropping the ball left and right. I don't know who he has in his corner. I don't know who he has in his ear. I don't know if it's the bad ear or what, and that's why he can't hear. He's not listening to the instruction, but that fool's not heeding any type of good. I don't know. Maybe they're not giving it to him. I don't know. That fool doesn't have anybody in his corner. But I want to let you know, most importantly, that I got to wrap it up now. And that I'm very thankful for everyone that's been here, that's been liking the videos, that's been commenting, that's been subscribing. Because I hit 4,000 subscribers yesterday. I'm starting all over, and it feels good to hit these milestones. It felt so good to hit 4,000. I'm over there on the main channel crying about those numbers, and I come over here, woo, 4,000. I feel all accomplished. I'm thankful for you, though. I'm very thankful, and I'm proud of what we're doing here. And I'm thankful that the people who should be here are here, and who want to be here are here. It's annoying when there's people on the other channel like, oh, another podcast. It's like, fool, get out of here then. But right here, it's like, that's what it's for. So I feel comfortable right here. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Ordinary P. What? Thank you, Ben Khmelev. Thank you. So I'm probably gonna, tomorrow Saturday, I will be streaming the Mexican Fight Companion on the main channel, on the Mexican Martial Arts channel, the main channel. So I'll see you over there. Probably not gonna start with the early prelims. I got a couple things I need to do. I probably won't be home till like midway into the prelims. But I will be there on the main channel. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for being here, for riding with me. If you haven't seen my last few videos on the main channel, go scope them out. Maybe there's something you haven't seen yet. Thank you for being here. Yes, Confused Ape. Hey, big love. Big love, POQJAQ. Oh. Hey, shopping cart chair, I hope you're all right. I hope you rest easy, get some ice and warmth and whatnot. I don't know what stage you're in with that, but I hope you're able to take care of it. G family, oos. That's my Mexican, Charles Barkley. All right, Dimchi, see you tomorrow. Tarak. Aziz, and yeah. All right, later, Donnie Brasco, the Eagle, Misguided, yes. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Below the Beanie, appreciate it. Good looking out. Oh, I gotta open that OBS. Late.